welcome to the Season 3 on iRacing, welcome to the Coach Step Academy Lap Guide. Manu here from Autox Motorsport, and today we're going to start with the new Cadillac GTP. It's an LMDH, so for the week 1 of the IMSA Racing Series. We're going to start here in Watkins, Glen, just prepare the 6 hours of the Glen too, and let's have a look how a fast lap is here. Let's start. Okay, so here we are on the main straight of Watkins Glen. The new Cadillac is a car which doesn't like to spin the rear wheels because you lose a lot of time, so you have to be very gentle with the throttle. And with all the inputs that you put, the steering wheel or the brake, it's true that you can brake really hard with this car at first, and then you have to try braking a lot to put the car to rotate. Okay, so first corner, we're gonna have a look to the 200 board. We go from 7th gear to 4th gear. As you see, hard brake here, maybe 90%. Then we're gonna release a little bit, and I prefer to at this point start with the throttle and make the car rotate with throttle, because I feel that I can reach more speed this way, despite the going with a lot of try braking. So for this first corner, I like to go with the throttle really soon and take advantage of this over curb and even the outside part. This is not an off track. It's a corner where you have to find the off track. Okay, the SS in Watkins Glen is no problem, but this car is completely flat out. And the trickiest part here in Watkins Glen is this first chicane, because you have to be very close to the wall. Because if you go in the middle of the corner, in the middle of the curb, there is a big bump there, so the car is gonna go down really unstable. So for the entry, I always look to this 300 board. We're gonna brake a little bit, and when we pass the 300, our sight is only on the wall. So 2 gears down. 7th gear. Now we are going really close, as this close from the wall, as you can see here, really close, because there's a big bump here in the middle of the curb. So if you go a little bit on the outside, the car is gonna bump and it's gonna be really unstable. So very close to the wall here on the right, and the car flat out the car lands on the ground stable, and only you have to start with the throttle when the car lands down. You have to be really soon with the throttle to take the most speed here and go really close to the curbs on the left. Close to the curb on the left, so we are going with the throttle, and close to the curb on the left again. We can go over it with this car, as you can see here, completely flat out, it's no problem. Over the curb on the right, and we are going to maintain the car in the middle part of the track, because we want to place the car really close to the right, because there's a lot of grip here. So we'll go really close. You see here a lot of trial braking, and soon with the throttle, because the setup is made to rotate under throttle a lot. So maintain the car on the inside part of the track. You can use here. Be careful with this corner of the grass, because there is an off track here, really easy to do. And for this left-hander, my braking point is this little road here on the right, a little bit earlier, maybe 5 meters before. We're gonna be 60-50% of brake, late entry here on this corner. We're gonna wait a little bit, try braking, and as soon as we can, we start with the throttle and make the car rotate with that throttle. As you can see here, we cannot see the outside part of the corner, but at this point we are completely flat out, because we believe in that car that it's gonna rotate under throttle. You open the steering wheel at this point. Be very careful again with this grass, because it's easy to put the car outside. Okay, for this corner, another late entry. My braking point is between the 200 board and the 100 board, because we are gonna go a little bit wider on the entry, and we're gonna let the car rotate with the trial braking, and really smooth. This is one corner that is really slippery, so be very gentle with the throttle, because the car spins really easy here. The feeling is like it's really dirty, the track. And opening the steering wheel and using this extra part here on the left on the track. There's no curb, but there is asphalt here on the left. Okay, last combination of corners. My braking point here is the second board here on the left. We're gonna go to third gear. Another hard braking here, 80%, 90%. We can brake a lot on the first pressure. And this is a modification from the last year that we had grass here on the left. But we can use all this asphalt here, but it's not optimal to go really wide. So if you go wide, you can use it, no problem, but it's better to not use too much. Okay, for this hairpin, my braking point is the tree, this big tree here on the right. When I go over this tree, in my braking point, and another, for me, late entry here, this hairpin. And again, special attention to the throttle, because you have to be really gentle again, and really be very smooth with the throttle. As you can see here, the car can spin here a lot, because it's really easy. It's like the feeling like the corner that we took that seems dirty. Okay, you see here a little bit of oversteer. And last two corners. This first one, all you have to do is flat out, but you have to be have the car placed in the perfect racing line. You have to use this extra here, maybe a little bit of nearly touching the grass here on the right. You have to use all the extra part here on this corner, because it's flat out, and the racing line you choose is the exit you will have. So completely flat out, you can see here. We're gonna go a little bit wider that I would prefer. I prefer to stay on the curb, but it's no problem if you go this wide. And you place the car again to the left to take the last corner. For me, it's 4th gear. I place the car, okay, a little bit of try braking, and really soon, as you can see here, with the throttle, and the car rotates on the throttle really good. Then be careful with the wall, because it's you feel it really close when you do this corner fast. And that's the lap here on Watkins Glen. Amazing track for me. Okay, so that's the lap here in Watkins Glen. Remember, there's a special event, the 6 hours of the Glen here, and I hope that I can be helpful with this information and this lap. We'll see you in more lap guides week per week. We're gonna do setup sessions, lap guides every week, so you will find it in our page and in our YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe, and see you on track as always, and bye bye.